Okay, welcome back to the Tournament of Champions, the 58th edition, fueled by Quick Trip and Squirtle TV. You're looking at the semifinal matchup tonight between your 6A Edmond North 6-0 Huskies versus 5A Crossings Christian Knights at 6-0 as well. The winner of this game will play Owasso in the finals, and the loser will play Dell in the third place game. My name is Doug Nelson, and I'm joined by the coach, Coach Allison. How are you, sir?
Great to be with you, Doug. Excited for another semifinal game with two of the best teams, regardless of class, in Oklahoma. I think if you polled the 5A coaches, if there were still rankings, which there's not in 5A, 6A, Crossing would probably be 1 in 5A right now, and Edmond North, two-time champ, they would be number 1 in 6A. So 5A's best right now versus 6A's best, and at the BOK, you couldn't ask for a better.
Oh, my goodness. Just that's the best way to put it. And two Titan coaches in Coach Scott Norris. He's been there for over 10 years. He's last 10 years, 196 wins versus 76 losses. He's the all-time winningest coach at Edmond North. And then on the flip side of that, you've got head coach Sean Shank. And in his last 10 years, 187 wins, 67 losses, 72% versus 74%. These guys get it done.
Just like in the previous game with the girls game, both these coaches have coached in big-time games. They both state championship coaches. I think Coach Shank's got one state championship in 2021 at Crossing, and Norris has got the last two at Edmond North.
Yeah.
He coached big-time games at Coweta, and Shank coached big-time games at Edmond Santa Fe. So these guys have been doing it a while, and I dare say the two teams they got right now are some of their favorite players and favorite teams they've had in their long careers.
All right, so your players are watched for Edmond North. Dylan Warlick, 6'5 senior, Wyoming commit, and then also Bryce Potts, 6'6", 218-pound senior. He's got offers from Oklahoma Christian, UCO. Also, players to watch for Crossings Christian, Cal Furnish, three-point specialist. He has great floor vision, great decision-making, and he's got interest from Boise State, Liberty, Cal Poly, Central Arkansas, Austin P, and UMKC.
No doubt. I think Dayton Forsyth has solidified himself as the number one point guard in the state of Oklahoma. I think Cal Furnish would probably be everybody else's number two, and then with Tramble, 2A, 2B.
Yeah.
So we got two of the three best point guards going against each other right now tonight.
How about the big Phoenix Woodson, 6'8 sophomore, big presence inside.
No doubt.
On both ends. Keep an eye on him. He's only a sophomore.
No,
He's 6'8".
Right. Just like with Montanati. I mean, it's, if Montanati's 1A, Phoenix Woodson could be 1B, and they're high-level play. It's hard to get a Division I offer this day and age with the portal and the COVID years.
Isn't that amazing?
But Phoenix Woodson's a kid, along with Jalen Montanati, they'll have multiple Division I offers.
So last year, Edmond North only lost 2 games on their route to the state championship. One of them was in the Tournament of Champions, 60-57 to this team right here, Crossings Christian. So here we go, Crossings control up top. That's Mr. Furnish. Keep an eye on him, the guy we just highlighted. Way downtown, number 30, that is Smith. Correction, that is Woodson. Just talked about him. We'll go the other way just that quick. There's Warlick. Down the lane he goes, up and in.
He's a great, great player, Dylan Warlick. He's one of the best winners, arguably in Oklahoma high school basketball history. What his career's done is he's got a chance to make history this year. Winning 2 puts him in a very rare air, but 3 6A state championships.
Yeah,
I don't know
if MVP of the last 2.
I don't know if anybody's up for it'd be. I know a lot of people. Sheldon Williams and D'Angelo got
some
2.
back in the day.
They got 2, and then
you're going way back in.
But 3 is
something special, isn't it? Especially at the large class. My goodness.
No doubt.
Here we go. Right side. That's number 24. Krotz kicks it out. 3 ball on the way. He got it. Number 23. That is Goodell.
Is that Cal Furnish that made that assist happen?
Yes. So now it's 2-3. We got a great one. 1 minute into this one. First lead for Crossing at 3-2. Warlick downtown. Bang, bang. Give it to him. Huskies.
Just plays at his own plays at his own pace. All these guys out here on these teams, they really, it's hard to speed them up. They're all great fundamentals, tough defensively, but on offense, all of them, fundamentally sound, and they very, very versatile players out there.
Versatile. There's the big Woodson
Great
trying to make
save.
something happen on the baseline. There's Furnish with the save. You just talked about. Keep an eye on Cam Parker, too. Nice size, number 14. Down the lane goes the big. That's Woodson. Do they count it? They're going the other way. Charge.
He was set up. Called that charge. It's a way to sacrifice your body. I don't know who took that for the Edmond North, but you get a couple quick charges on Phoenix Woodson. You put yourself in a.
Keontae Tramble will handle the duty up top. Point guard duties. Here we are on this side. That's Ridge, number 1. Again, back to Trammell. Here's basketball. Number 3. That's Yearby.
That's great basketball right there. Everybody touched it. You got a guy that you want shooting green with the green light shooting. And Yearby, I know he's made a lot of big shots for him over the last handful of years.
5-point lead, largest for Edmond North. Crossings. Up top, that's the big fella, Woodson.
This might be the first time Crossing's been down all year. No, they had a great win earlier this year against Carl Albert, and then they were impressive all day yesterday, I know. So
we can go over those real quick, Coach. You mentioned it right there.
Yeah.
They also have wins over Elgin, Western Heights, El Reno, Shawnee, and then the win over OK. Flip side, way downtown, off the mark. Good rebound in there by the big. That's number 32. Potts misses the bunny. We'll come back this way with Furnish. Up ahead, number 14, Parker. Why not? This one's going to be fun, Coach Allison.
Yeah, it is.
If you're not coaching in this thing, you got a great seat here with me.
I do. It's a pleasure to be here, and miss being a part of these big-time games in the TOC. Hope to get back in the next year. But it's awesome to see quality basketball out here for Oklahoma. Great job by Furnish.
Oh, my goodness. 8-5. His first bucket.
Yeah, they're really playing him tight. They don't want him to get loose on the three-point line. He hit 5 yesterday, maybe 6. So, but he did a good job reading the defense there and attacking the
down the lane. That is Ridge fires it up.
Would be strong by Potts right there.
Yeah, he'll go to the line for 2. Big kid. Potts is 6'6". Both of these teams, nice size.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Phoenix Woodson largest at 6'8".
Well, over here, Edmond North, I think they got a 6'11" coming off the bench. I'm not, or 6'10". Yeah, Jake Weaver, if he gets in the junior.
There he is.
And then Xavier Ross is 6'7" off the bench. So their front line is.
So yesterday, Warlick had 18 and 9. Averaged 15 his junior year. Broke out his sophomore year, as you talked about, their first state championship.
Yeah, I played a little bit as a freshman. I think he might have started at the end of his freshman year. I remember when they made it the semifinals in 6A. But
which in 6A boys basketball is something.
Yeah.
All right, 3-ball. There it is. Goodell. He's got 6.
Yep.
Now it's 9-8. Largest lead was 5.
Great ball movement. The guy knows his role. He's ready to catch and shoot right there.
Keontae down the lane, fires it up off the glass, no good. We'll go this way with Furnish. Up ahead's number 20.
God, what a good play.
There he is. Golly, Goodell's got 8. And they have their first lead at 10-9. Timeout. Is that a 30? Yes, it is. We'll stay right here. What's your early thoughts on these teams? Just trying to fill each other out a little bit.
Just trying to fill each other out. Both teams are playing fearless. They're taking the shots that are open. Nobody's really hesitating. They act like they've been there before, and they have. So it's 10-9. Looking at it right now, I think the big thing with this game is, the 3-on-3 matchup with Cal Furnish, Parker, and Woodson, and then Potts, Warlick, and Tramble. So that's the 3,
each side. 3-headed monster.
Now you got Goodell, who's hit 2 threes right off the bat.
And an early 2.
Yeah, an early 2. So he's got 8. That's somebody that's your 4th line on your scouting report with 8. You got Yearby, who's maybe the 4th line. He might be the 3rd line. I'm not sure on your focus on that, but with the 3, and then So it's going to be about maybe, quote unquote, the others outside the big three that kind of is going to separate this game.
Potts had 10 yesterday. Had a big screen right there for Keontae. And here's your guy, Warlick.
Both these teams got 5, maybe 6 players that are capable of double figures.
Little sky hook with the right hand. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, he's a man.
Give him 7. Only to be down by 1 to Goodell, who's got 8 for crossings. Big time players both ways. Yep. This one's going to be fun.
Good deflection right there, getting their hands up.
Parker right here in front of us. Up top's number 23. That's Goodell, leading scorer so far. Spins back, nothing there.
Both the teams look really comfortable on offense. It's going to be
let's
see who can ratchet it up on defense and maybe make the other team look a little, discombobulated, because both teams seem to be getting the ball where they want right now.
Yeah, a lot of true motion on both ends. Ball screens. Warlick off the mark. Rebound Furnish. Here he comes.
Woodson's running hard down the middle of the paint.
Golly,
that's good to see.
Young man. What is he, 14, 15?
What a play.
Here we go. You talked about defense. We'll go the other way. That's Ridge. Oh, the ball goes up and falls.
Great play right there. Tramble.
Basket counts. My goodness.
Started by Ridge's defense, and Tramble finishes on the other end.
Into the game. That's Logan Nall, as well as number 10, Lucas Leds.
Both teams go to their bench, trusting, 7 to 8 deep. Woodson getting a breather here. Been running hard, played hard that first 6 minutes right there.
That's what you love, don't you, Coach?
And Parker coming out too. So
yeah.
You got a good high school team. If you can get those two off the floor for the last 2:39 of a first quarter and feel comfortable.
Into the game,
they just got their big 3 out.
Yeah, I'll be darned. So into the game, number 12, Cooper Shue. At the lines, number 2. I'm trying to listen to Coach here. Keontae Trammell for the 3-point play. Misses it. Took too long to get it done, right? So here we come this way. Number 24, Krotz, crosses over. Top of the key. Down the right side he goes. Fires it up. Off the glass, no good. Rebounds, number 22.
So you got the big 3 for crossing out right now.
Keontae, far side. Up, under. Off the glass, no good.
That's a good stop right there.
Good job crossings. Comes up with it. We'll go the other way. These two have a nice little rivalry. Matchups in the Tournament of Champions. Prestigious matchup, that is. Goodell handles.
Goodell and Grotz are really underrated players. They're out here.
Something just happened right here, Coach. I'm not sure. He got hit right in the eye, and he may be.
He caught one. He caught one good right there.
He's bleeding, and he is down. So we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back to Tournament of Champions.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
The proof starts here at Uppercrust. The details are deliberate, perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. We've thought it through, down to every pour, garnish, and drizzle. Hey, pizza brings us together, and the details bring you here. Uppercrust, gather round.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
The High Plains Insurance Agency.
Okay, welcome back. We had an injury timeout. Keontae Trammell took a cracked heads with Coleman Ridley for crossings, and so got everything taken care of here, and we're back to action. Into the game's number 3. Yearby's came back in, I believe, as well as Leds right there off the mark. Catches it, number 24. That's Krotz the other way. Kicks it out. Got a man in the corner. Looks like there's going to be a foul. And going to the line is a Goodell.
I like about crossing both these teams that you can tell with Goodell and Krotz, even though they're, you talk about Cam and Furnish and Woodson, those two know exactly who they are, and they're fearless shooters. They attack, they create for others. I mean, they are major pieces to this, and that's why they're as strong team as they are right now. You can tell just because those guys are as assertive as anybody else on the floor.
Sure. So Goodell gets that first one. He has 9, 1 to follow. Got it. In fact, he's going to have a third fouled on the 3-point shot. I believe the foul was on Warlick.
Is that 11 for him now or 10?
I've got unofficially 6, 8, 10. This would be 11. Pure.
That's a pretty good first quarter.
Man,
I'll tell you.
He's on a 44.
Like I said, he's probably
pace.
I mean, I don't know what Coach Norris had on the scouting report, but, he's not the top guy on the scouting report, and he's got 11. So that's a good ball club.
Got a little bit of size now in there with Noel. He's also 6'6". Here's Warlick. Left side, nothing. Double came.
Parker back in there to guard on Warlick.
Great ball movement. Ridge to the rack.
Good rebound.
Noel rebound.
Too. Give him the extra
Here's
pass.
Warlick.
Warlick doesn't settle. How many fouls does Furnish have?
I don't have it off of my sheet right here. So here into the games, number 34, Xavier Ross.
Xavier Ross is a 2-year starter. Or I know he started last year for Edmond North. And Potts, he's now coming off the bench. Yeah. Potts starting, but
6'7".
Guys,
they got size.
Warlick. Guys have played in a lot of big games.
Great rebound in there. That's Kelly, number 25 for crossings. Far side, that's Furnish. Kicks it out. Goodell got in trouble, fires it up, no good. Warlick battles, he comes up with it. We'll go the other way.
Warlick's battling down there. He's getting banged around, and the refs, they're letting him play, but his demeanor hadn't changed. He just steps up, boom. That's what good body language does. He just accepts the competition. Some people in the stands and on the bench think that he got hit, but he doesn't care. He's just playing through it, makes a big 3, and
give him 10.
That's a big-time player.
How about Furnish down the lane? Missed it.
Great rebound by Ross.
Yep.
Coach Norris could be smart here and hold for the last shot with
right at 10. 16-13.
Big-time player right here. Good read.
Edmond
Back
North.
to him. He's going to make him pay. Watch this.
Goodness gracious. Bang, bang. Give it to him. Husky. Money ball. So he's got 13, Coach. 3 threes. Wow.
He doesn't, Wyoming did a good job recruiting and recognizing the guy knows how to score more points than the other team. That's the main goal of competing.
I think what
He
you're
can
saying
play
is
yeah.
there's a lot of other people that might have had a shot. So we'll take a quick timeout
Yes.
right here, and we'll finish your thought when we come back. Tournament of Champions.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and on.
So, not real.
Okay, welcome back to the 58th edition of the Tournament of Champions. Semifinal matchup here between Crossings and Edmond North. It was a Warlick-Goodell battle, Coach. 13 points to 11 for those two young men.
And if you're Crossing Christians, you got your three leading scorers haven't. Oh, that's cost a turnover right there.
Talked about defense. There's Ridge. Down the lane he
great
goes.
Great run out.
Lucas Leds for two.
Great run out. Lucas Leds coming off the bench. I know plays with a lot of pride right now for Edmond North. You can tell he's a guy that believes in the program. He's been here. I don't know how many minutes he got last year, but he's a senior, I believe.
How about
he's a sophomore. He's a sophomore.
They've got their largest lead right here at 8, 21-13. Inbounds. Here's number 14, Parker. He draws a offensive foul, and Potts does a good job hanging in there.
Yeah, he just took it in the chest, and the ref rewarded good defense right there. Parker initiated and he didn't even have to flop. He just recognized who was initiating the contact.
Yeah, 6A, 5A matchup here, and you've got some cats out here,
yep.
Some dudes that can go. This is fun. Here's Warlick. Speaking of one. Nice pass.
My goodness.
Goodness to Ridge. Give Ridge 2 points. Assist. Warlick.
He just backed the guy down. Furnish came and helped hard, and it was a great cut by Ridge, and that's good basketball right there by Edmond North. Dylan Warlick is taking this game personal right now from after last year. I know they lost the early game last year, which really shocked the entire tournament because they were the favorite going into last year's COC that we were in.
Crossings beat Weatherford, and then you've got Edmond North that lost to an upstart OK team won by 3. OK had upset on their mind. And Edmond North looks like a completely different team today from yesterday.
It's amazing what motivation and PM game can do.
Yes, you're right.
Not being sleepy and and then you got to give up. And that's the beautiful thing about basketball. You got a team like OK that,
oh, man,
it almost got him.
Oh, my goodness. But Class A and 6A.
And Weatherford doesn't play their best game yesterday. Right. And then Crossing takes care of them. But then I think Weatherford took care of OK.
Yes, today.
So you can't really
battles.
Every game matters.
As
every
Woodson.
Game's got a different story.
And
matchups.
Yeah, Furnish comes this way, spins around, got his bigs inside, up and under, not there, kicks it out.
Yep. That's great defense. Edmond North has really turned up the defense. They're kind of playing for Tramble. You think Tramble was playing tough, and
you
the second he went down, their defensive intensity, and this game's already a little personal with trying to get one back from last year. And I know Edmond North wants to stake their claim as the best team in Oklahoma for all classes. But when Tramble went out, the intensity went up. So they definitely got his back right now on the playing for the guy that went down.
So had a little 1-4 high look here.
Great
3
play.
Ball, Yearby. Nice rebound. That's number 14, Parker, up ahead. Far side. Yearby all over him. That's number 24, Krotz. Down the lane he goes. Fires it up. No foul. Got his own rebound, but it's off his foot.
They're really D'ing up Edmond North. They're making it real hard. And, Edmond North swinging the ball left to right real good. And I think Crossing, that might be, Coach Shank would be the first to tell you maybe they're relying too much on the dribble and they need to move it a little more in their offense. But
You talked about it. Offenses kind of looked similar in the first quarter, but it was going to be defense that ended up turning it up. And right now it's the Huskies.
Yep.
There we go. Turnover. Good defense for the Knights. Furnish down the lane, kicks it out. That's number 24, Cross.
Great move.
And he scores.
Great move right there, hesitation.
Cuts it back to 8, 23-15.
With Woodson and Cam for Crossing being able to stretch out the defense, they take the other team's bigs away from the basket, which Furnish and Krotz and Golden, they've been able.
Man, you just mentioned Potts. What a great tip.
But those guards do a good job attacking the basket because you got to respect the outside shooting of those two bigs, and so they take advantage when Potts or anybody's away from the basket.
Yerby had a great drive, but Potts was right there to tip it back. Here we go. Up top. Crossings is going to settle and run a set here. Here's Furnish. There's you a big matchup. Parker and Potts off the mark on that three. Yerby up ahead.
Trammell runs on by. He looks like he's ready to go check back in.
How about that? Leads.
Tough kid.
Now we'll go to
great pass by
back
Furnish.
to the right. Nice move inside. That's number 30, Woodson, and just a little too fancy on the.
Yeah, he probably wants to go under control there. And you're that big, you don't.
Just punch it down, right?
I look for Cal Furnish to be aggressive here to end this last 3:47. I don't know how many shots he's gotten off.
It's been he's got 2 points inside. There's number 1. That's Ridge.
And yesterday he had 15 by the end of the first quarter, I think.
Wow.
So I look for Cal Furnish to kind of step up here and
27
assert himself.
27-15. That's the largest at 12. Crossings needs to get going offensively. Kind of like you. I think they need to get to the rack here and quit throwing up stuff. There we go. Up top, that's the big.
Edmond North's just really playing.
Yeah, they're D'ing them up, so that creates a lot of havoc.
Yep. And then, like we said, who's going to be the first team to make the other uncomfortable? And the answer's been Edmond North.
And
good pick and pop right there. Good drive by Woodson.
Kind of force that one. You can just see it.
You can see the
frustration starting to set in just a little bit. Null with the rebound. So now they slow it down right here. Here's Yerby. 1-4 high. Potts with the big ball screen.
Warlick's back in. So they were able to rest Warlick there for about 2 to 3 minutes, Doug. And I think they might have been +2 with Warlick on the bench.
I think you're right. That's huge.
That's huge with him not getting in foul trouble. And now you go with him to end the half, and now Trammell's back in. Well, he took a shot, and he's ready to keep playing.
That's amazing. That's a tough kid. That is a tough kid. Keontae. Got a little butterfly stitch on it, and we're good to go.
He's owning it.
Warlick, yep.
Good patience.
Nice pass. Back to Warlick. Missed that one. Came up a little bit short.
It was good defense.
Nice rebound. That's Kelly, 25. Here's Furnish. Got to get going. He has 2 points.
Ridge has really done a good job on Furnish. He's really owned up on taking pride on that.
Up top, this number 5, Brown. Cross-court pass. Now they're moving a little more on offense.
Yep, the ball swinging side to side. You got it in Furnish hands.
Down the lane he goes, kicks it out, and it's going to be looks like a block, Coach. Yeah, fouls on Yerby.
Yep. How many does Furnish have? How many fouls?
Box look right here for Crossings. Up top, number 21, that's Rouse.
That's a good inbounds play.
Oh, yeah, back to your.
Got him back to a shooter.
Oh, man, just off the mark. That's Brown.
Couldn't have had a better look.
Here comes Cam. Trammell. Keontae.
Great pass.
Into the big. How about that? The big fella, Xavier Ross.
Give him. Ridge is playing awesome. Just great assist right there, playing great defense. I don't know if he's came out of the game yet for Edmond North.
Furnish up top. 90 seconds to go in this second quarter. Winner goes on to the championship.
Boy, they know where Cal is. And Coach Norris told me one of his pregame notes. He said the key is to locate him and to always contain him and know where he's at.
Yeah, you had an opportunity to talk to both of these head coaches. And Travel, another turnover. Coach Norris been there a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah,
A long time.
He's coached a lot of ball. He's coached at the Division I level. I know he's a player at OBU. He was a winner at Coweta, and he's been a champion at Edmond North. So it's been
Coweta probably wishes they had him back. All right, Yearby. There's Warlick. Wyoming commit. Kicks it out. Down the lane. Left side, Ridge. Up. Warlick.
Yep.
Xavier. Put it back, big fella. Give him 4 on the day.
Total team basketball in all aspects for the Huskies. I mean, you got to give, you got Pot. You've been leaning on Potts the whole half, and then you get a fresh Xavier Ross coming in. That's
fresh 6'7".
Yeah, and then
what's he go, about 275?
Right. Yeah, he's a load. And then Ridge making the right play, unselfish. Warlick.
Surely he plays football. If
he might have this year. And that might be why. I don't know. That might be why he's not starting right now, because I know he started last year.
32-15, largest.
Might be getting his football legs
not
under him, but
well, he's starting to show out right here. 5 points for the big fella.
I think Crossing's got 2 points this quarter.
I think you're right. It was 19-13. You are right on.
Ridge is he's really enjoying competing against Furnish right now.
So 32-15, 13-2 run in this quarter alone.
Yeah.
And it all started with
Trammell got.
Yeah. You called it. And they're loving Xavier's effort. A little chest bump from one of the assistants.
Yep. Great 90 seconds of him going as hard as he can, getting them out, and Potts back in.
Coach Norris is coaching hard.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Two-time defending state champ.
Well, he knows he's in the middle of something special. That.
Boy, as a coach, you got to love that, right?
Yeah, no. When you
been there a few times.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Here we go. Off to the races.
Ridge with another steal.
Left hand sweet off the glass with the kiss. Give it to him. 6 points for Ridge. 34-15, 19 largest. Under 10 to play. Furnish. Way downtown. Got it. Give it to him. 3 ball. He's got 5. That cuts it back. 34-18.
That's a big make by Furnish. They needed that before the halftime, but his body language is still in it to win it. But I'll tell you what, I don't know how many threes he took, but I think he was maybe 1 or 2 or 1
I think that's right, Coach. Not a lot of shots.
That had a lot to do with the Ridge, man. That was the first clean look he got.
Yeah, so 5 points for Furnish and 6 for Ridge. So what we'll do is take a timeout. We'll come back with some halftime stats, and we'll finish up this semifinal game here at the BOK.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money, and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
At Krotz, Lowry & Associates, our dedication to superior client service continues to drive our pursuit to provide the highest quality service. We are committed to providing close, personal attention to our clients and take pride in giving you the assurance that the help you receive comes from years of advanced training, technical experience, and financial acumen. We are not your ordinary bean counters. Call us today and find out what makes us different. 405-848-2200. Or visit us at krotzcpa.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and I always treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
East River Roustabout, centrally located.
Okay, welcome back to the 58th edition of the Tournament of Champions, sponsored by Quick Trip. here at the BOK, downtown Tulsa. My name is Doug Nelson, and I have Coach Allison with me. And it's been a great second day of competition. We're closing out the semifinal matchup between Crossings Christian and Edmond North. Edmond North leads at 34-18. Let's look at some halftime stats. Edmond North for the first half was 14 of 27 from two-point range, 51.9%. Three-point field goals, they were 4 for 9 for 44.4, and they were 2 for 4 from the line. Their leading scorer was Dylan Warlick, the Wyoming commit. Also, Tatum Ridge had 6 points. Dontrell Yearby had 3. Keontae Trammell had 2. Fitzgerald 2, and Xavier Ross off the bench with 5. Leading the way for Crossings, Matt Goodell with 11, and also Cal Furnish with 5. They were 6 of 18 from two-point range, 33.3%. Three-point range, 3 for 7 for 42.9, and then free throws, they were perfect, 3 for 3. Rebounds goes towards Edmond North. They had 15 total versus 12 for Crossings. 11 defensive, 4 offensive. Crossings had 11 defensive rebounds and 1 offensive. That second quarter, Edmond North outscored Crossings 15-5. And how about this stat right here in the paint, Coach? Edmond North had 18 points versus Crossings 6. And then off of turnovers, it was 14-2. Second chance points 5-2 in favor of Edmond North. Fast break points 4-0, and then off the bench 7 and 0 points for Crossing.
Yeah, no, definitely the turnovers, plus Edmond North being plus 7 and forcing more turnovers, getting more shot attempts out of that. And then the field goal percentage, 6 of 18 for Crossing. You can't, Coach Shank will be the first to tell you there's no way you can play with Edmond North being 6 of 18 and having 7 more turnovers than them. The positive for Crossing is Cal Furnish, 5 points. Woodson and Parker have 0. That won't happen the rest of the season.
Wow.
They will not have another half where those two both go 0 and Furnish, those 3 combined for 5. So you're just saying, and I know Shake's a great positive coach. You're saying, guys, that's the worst half of basketball we've had all year.
Yeah.
We're either going to be in the third place game tomorrow at 5:30 or we're going to be in the championship game. Let's go win these next 4 minutes to start the quarter. Cal, you've done a great job being unselfish, taking what the defense gives you. We need you to assert yourself probably a little more. Same with Phoenix and same with Cam. But it's our worst half of basketball against the best team in the state. Let's just go have as much fun as we can and compete. And then the closer it gets, it's going to get, being the smaller school still, it could get tight around Edmond North. But Edmond North, I bet Ridge, if you had to ask Coach right now who's the MVP, obviously Warlick's the man. Everybody knows what he's about. But Ridge, defensively and then offensively, he had 3 steals. He held Furnish to 5 points. He was everywhere. Complete team effort by Edmond North. And so it'll be an exciting half. I'm waiting to see Shank will coach his team for 32 minutes, that's for sure. So it's going to be a whole competitive next 16.
Let's go ahead and paint a picture here. If Edmond North is able to hang on and finish this thing out, what's it look like in a preview against Owasso for tomorrow night?
Well, it's the present kings of 6A versus who everybody says will be the next. It's kind of.
Are you going to take?
It's the end of the war. It's the Warlick era and the 2024 Edmond North Huskies that are a historic 6A 2024 class, and then the 2026 little run for Owasso is kind of what everybody says will be the next. So if it's those two going against each other tomorrow, you're looking at
the passing of the torch.
Well,
maybe, right?
the passing of the torch for the midway point. But both those teams would rather win in March. They'd rather learn the lesson tomorrow. But I mean, you were in this when you guys beat the Midwest City team in 2099.
And then
I bet you would have
traded out.
You would have traded.
Absolutely. This one's awesome, but the one at the end's even better. All right, here we go.
Great set.
Nice set to start the thing. Potts went up to slam it home, and it was just a little high.
Watch Furnish here. Looked to be really aggressive.
Going the other way. Furnish.
Good defense by Warlick.
His top, that's the big fella. Woodson thought about it, and then he fires away. In and out. Good job battling in
Great
there
team
by Parker.
rebounding by Edmond North. No, in 2020, last year we lost in the Memorial. We were in the finals, and we lost to Dale in the championship game, which, we learned a lot from and we got better from. And it was kind of the Dale's welcome to Oklahoma weekend.
Yeah,
but,
welcome to Oklahoma. Keontae, welcome to the BOK. How about that?
What a shot. I mean, for him to bounce back after taking like an uppercut to the
3
head.
ball. Give him 5. Leads back
But you
to
can learn a lot
19.
from the loss or the wins. I remember we lost in 2022 to Dale City in this game, in the championship game, and we were able to play them again in the finals and be on the right side of that. So, we would definitely, this isn't the end-all, be-all, but it's like I said, this is the measuring stick of all measuring sticks at this time of the year.
So we're back 37-20.
Who got that bucket for
that?
Boston?
Was Goodell. He now has 13. And we'll shoot 2. Warlick going to the line. Fouls on the big fella, number 30. Phoenix Woodson, his second.
Boy, Garden Warlick one-on-one in high school with the way he uses his fundamentals and pivot foot and around the basket. It's
very fundamentally.
Well, you got to be a Division I defender to be able to contain him one-on-one, I believe. Because one-on-one with what he's got kind of in his bag and just
maybe the only thing he's done wrong all night, he missed that free throw. 6'5" senior. Got that one. Give him 14 on the night, leading the way. Goodell trails by 1 if you're keeping score at home. Into Parrish. 3 ball. Off the mark.
Parker, big body right there, getting his teammate wide open on that handoff. That was a good set there by Crossing.
Coach Norris just yells out the play and work. They're on the same page, right? I mean, they just know. That's a beautiful thing as a coach and a top guy like that, the bell cow, if you will. He's the man. Look out. Oh, in and out. Good rebound in there. That's Keontae.
Here we go. Crossing's got to get going here. Got to get going downhill. Edmond North kept everything side to side. And Crossing's got that's the way to go into the teeth of the defense. But then great. Another steal by Ridge.
To the rack. Sweet left hand. Pot skies up. Misses it. Number 24, that is Krotz with the rebound. Oh, a little long to the big fella. Oh, all right.
Parker's
gets it
first
over.
Bucket of the.
It is. Cam on the board.
Great pass by Phoenix right there. Running full speed, getting that ball under control.
38-22.
If you're crossing right now, you want to see how many stops in a row you can get. Can you get 3 or 4 stops in a row and then don't, just get clean looks at the basket. That's all you can do at this time of game.
Warlick doubled, gets it into Potts. Great block in there.
Yep.
Good job, number 23. That's Goodell. Yeah.
That was good help by doubling down on Warlick and
doing it on both ends. There he is, Furnish.
Being aggressive. I'll tell you what, being a coach right now, I've been in both positions, down double figures in a game like this and up double figures.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, the refs are the human nature of the refs. They're going to make you earn the tournament of champions. You got to be tough. If there's a 50-50 call in this instance, the likelihood might be that you
goes towards Crossing. How about that tough?
And that's what you got to do. And he's been doing it for 4 years now. You just got to go at their aggressiveness and at their desperation.
15 for him. Right back at you, Furnish.
Furnish getting downhill.
He's got 9.
So, yeah, if you're Edmond North, you got to do your best to fight against Crossing's desperation with fundamentals. And then if you're Crossing, you just got to keep getting downhill and making it hardest you can on Edmond North every time.
Ridge got his own rebound. Going to be a foul, possibly. It's on number 30. Yep, it's Woodson.
Shank just letting his boys know they're not playing tough enough.
Yeah, it's what we just talked about. That's what he said.
And that's the beautiful thing about this tournament, because all these lessons will be applied forward, no matter the outcome. And if you're not in this tournament, sometimes you don't get those things exposed until too late.
It's kind of like the state tournament. I love how there's buses parked out in the parking lot. A lot of teams just bringing your kids to see it, and got them both right there. Ridge got 8.
I got to give the athletic director of Tulsa Public Schools, Mick Wilson, a ton of credit. He really, really takes ownership of this, and he does his homework on who he invites, on the guys that got coming back next year, the coaches, the quality programs.
He's already studying, isn't he, for next year?
No doubt.
Oh,
no. He's got a whole list of it, and he's he's done an amazing job being the athletic director of TPS, him and his entire staff.
Yeah, worked under the great Gil Cloud
Right.
for many years.
But what he's done with this Tournament of Champions, I think he's made it even better since he's come on board. I think he's given it a whole nother level.
It's got new life almost.
Right.
You know, and
yeah.
just,
Well,
just,
the BOK,
oh.
getting it. I mean, the Maybe Center was great
Yeah.
for those years, but the BOK definitely adds new life. And then social media
Yeah.
presence in
Oh,
Oklahoma.
yeah. Well, and then Squirtle TV.
Yeah,
putting it out
all
here.
of that
Yep.
stuff. All of that stuff is just great for the game of Oklahoma high school basketball.
And the fact the boys and girls are together, you
No
get
doubt.
a mixed
no doubt.
type of crowd here.
Good rebound by Phoenix here.
That Owasso.
God, that's quick.
Oh, it is. Oh, man. That Owasso Dell crowd was amazing. I mean, I've been around a long time, and that's one of the best I've seen at a high school basketball game.
That felt like Indiana,
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I'd love Oklahoma to keep that pride and keep loving basketball that much where we can. I mean, OU football's playing tonight, and you get a crowd like that. That's pretty special.
Yeah. All right, here comes the big fella back into the game. Xavier Ross, number 34. Ridge will sit down.
Crossings won this quarter.
Yeah.
And they're slowly chipping away.
15-5 in the second quarter.
It's hard to come back on an Edmond North team that doesn't turn the ball over.
41-27. I love how both coaches are working the officials, and you can hear them in here.
Yeah, yep.
Warlick skied up, gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
You have to be so solid on Warlick because he could get to the foul line whenever he wants. He exposes any weakness in your defensive fundamentals. Wouldn't be surprised if him and Forsyth have shot the most free throws in the state of Oklahoma the last 3 years.
Yeah, they have a way of getting to the line. So he's got 16, 1 to follow. Winner will play Owasso tomorrow night at 8:30 in the finals. Montnati Warlick matchup will be nice. 17 here.
I've been part of the championship game several times and been a part of the third place game a handful of times, and win or lose.
Oh, Furnish right on line. Xavier skies up.
Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you in the third place game with either team. I mean, somebody wants to be 2-1.
Absolutely.
Both teams want to be 2-1. So,
and against a great opponent.
And there's only one team that's going to be 3-0. So you got
to battle for the 2-1. Yep. So here we go. Keontae up top. Warlick coming off big Xavier. Sets a ball screen for a Yearby.
They all play with such great pace. Good read by Trample.
Look at that.
Great post pass.
Oh, my God.
Goodness.
That's textbook.
No,
Xavier. He's got 7.
Yeah, they're a unit.
45-27. The big fella, there he is, Woodson.
First bucket for Woodson tonight?
That's his first bucket.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit for him.
I think Woodson and Parker had real big games last year, and I know Cal Furnish had a big game last year when they beat him, but it seems like Warlick in the front line for Edmond North really took that matchup personal.
Yeah. And it was a battle. I was here.
We walked in last year because we had Roth the next game.
Yeah.
And there was a buzz about because Edmond North was heading, like everybody thought they were head and shoulders. And the second they lost, everybody was like, looked around like, anybody can win this tournament now.
Yeah. In the first round.
Great
Look
pass.
at that. There it is. Smashed it down.
Cal Furnish has gotten downhill this quarter, and it's made, that's the reason why they're winning the quarter.
45-31. Load up, they're asking right here. D it up. Warlick guarded by the big fella.
Warlick's
Parker.
going to go at his pace.
Tripped him up.
He could have called that.
Nice followed by the big fella on the backside. He's got 9.
I thought his feet might have been set there.
47-31. Here we go, Parker. And 1. Give it to him. Xavier shakes his head, says, no, come on. Let us play.
Great post pass, getting the ball to Parker on the block right there. You want to get this bucket and get a stop and try to get this thing within 10 if you're crossing Christian this last minute 15.
Chance for the old school three-pointer here. Uh-oh. sweat bodies. Big
Yep.
boys out there.
Yeah.
47-33, 1:15 to go in the third. Here,
That is some beef out there. The
Oh,
front
my
lines on both
goodness.
these teams, man.
They got some dudes both ways. Here we go. Number 33 will check in.
And the rosters for both these teams, like they measure out. Like, I mean, you got your 4s and 5s. You got the point. Both teams got great point guards. They got defenders. They got shooters. They got guys off the bench. I mean, it's like, in high school, you're not always that lucky. Where sometimes you might have 4 4-men or all guards.
Yes.
We don't have a shooter, but these teams they check off every box.
Yeah, the depth chart up from top to bottom. Coach Norris is wanting them to speed up the substitution pattern here.
Yeah, he's
wasn't happy with that at all. Here we go, 3-point play. Oh, man. He iced his own shooter, I think, in that scenario.
Yeah, no doubt.
Cam sat there for a long time. Here we go, Warlick. 65 seconds to go in this quarter. Down the left side he goes, kicks it out.
God, what a pass by
Keontae.
Tramble. Good patience by Warlick. You can't speed him up. Putting the smaller guy now on Warlick. It's a good coaching decision by Coach Shank, but
the smash from Warlick just put a little icing on it. He's got 19 with the hammer. 49-33.
Cal with a miss right there. That's a great take.
6'5", athletic, 1 through 5, wherever you want him.
Mm-hmm. Ridge comes up hobbling here. Hope he's okay.
He's holding that left knee. 3-ball. Keontae. Parker with the rebound. Here we go, Furnish. Edmond North has just taken over second period on. 15-5.
They've done a good job of weathering the run right here by crossing it in the quarter. Warlick with another one.
Battle for it. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Warlick right at the end of that quarter going after a ball. So that's the way we'll end it.
I think that might be his first real mistake. I know that Coach Norris doesn't like it's a 50-50 call, but I'll tell you, if you're Warlick there and the ball's going opposite the basket and you just let it go.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to pick that up because then say that was his 4th foul. I don't know what it is now. Was that his 2nd or 3rd? But if that would be something, pick up his 4th foul in a big-time game, that would be a huge play that, kind of don't waste your energy there.
All right, so we'll be back to finish the last 8 minutes.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156. Dr. Devin Nightingale is your...
Okay, welcome back to the last quarter of the second day, the 8th game. It's been a long day for all of these workers here, and they're ready to finish this up. Edmond North is ready also to finish the last 8, get on to the championship. It's going to take a big comeback here from Crossings. We'll see what happens down the stretch here. Furnish has 9, Goodell has 13, and Warlick has 19 after that big smash just a few minutes ago. So here we go. Turnover. Crossings will go the other way. Up ahead. Here's Keontae.
Not the way Coach Shank probably wanted to start that quarter there. And then
nice pass to Potts. Bucket for the big fella.
Yeah, they're completely under control. Edmond North. Tramble's made great decisions.
51-33. 18-point lead.
He's showing a lot of people right now that he can run a team and he can do a lot without having to take shots. Like he had a great third quarter there as a point guard, managing that.
Furnish work.
And I hate to say the word manage. He controlled the game in that third quarter.
I like it. Nice pass in there to number 25. That's Kelly.
Furnish showing his heart. He's playing like he's just going to play all the way through.
Yeah. Again, you want to carry some momentum into tomorrow night against.
Well, and you never know who's in the stands watching us on Squirtle, college coaches wise, and you're not going to win every game. So what kind of player are you?
How about Potts right there?
Things aren't going your way. Yeah, they're getting the ball wherever they want inside it on the block. And
back to 18. He's got 7. But listen, you better come to play tomorrow night against Dale in the third place game where you'll take another L.
Yeah, and they played last year, and I know Dale got the betterment of them in the semis last year. I remember scouting that game. And
hey, speaking of scouting, let's talk about your team. Give us a rundown on the Chargers.
We've had a good first semester. We're 8-2 right now. We're a real young team. We got nothing but juniors and sophomores, and I've actually had I think 8 or 9 different starting lineups, figuring out rotations and who fits where. Because the last 2 years we've graduated, I think, close to 12 college players, and last year our top 7 were seniors.
Yeah.
So I knew it was going to be a brand new challenge. But 8-2 right now. We got 2 losses versus Holland Hall, who's arguably they're in the conversation with Crossing for one of the best teams in 5A.
Sure.
Along with
Coach Owens does a great job.
Yeah, he does.
I got to coach with him 1 year.
Oh yeah, he was at Lincoln.
Yes.
And he had good teams there.
Oh yeah.
No, he does, and they've really bought into his identity of toughness and togetherness. But we lost to Holland Hall over there, which nothing to hang our heads on. It was a good learning experience. And then we lost to Lawton, who is arguably a top 8 to 5, 6A team. And then we got 8 wins under our belt, so 8-2, and we're playing at Sepulpa January 9th, and another big-time district game. And
what about tournaments you're going to be in?
Well, we only got one more tournament.
Okay.
We've already played 2. We're going to Rogers tournament on what a move by Cal. Going to the Rogers tournament January 18th and 20th. And
I think Lincoln boys are in that.
No, that's who we got first round. You going to be calling it?
Coach, I will call it. And
well, that's awesome.
I will enjoy.
And Lincoln's there. I mean, that's a good tournament.
They're 5-2.
They
upset
beat Metro.
Yes, sir. Number 2 and 3.
They definitely look like I mean, that tournament's really good. With Lincoln, us, Collinsville's a top state tournament, 6A, 5A team. Booker T's arguably one of the best 3 teams in 5A right now, the way they started off. I know Muskogee and then Rogers is good. They got some good young kids, so that'll be a great tournament.
That will be fun. I look forward to it.
Playing Collinsville, so that's another great 5A game.
Enjoy our time here. How about that? Number 22 on the far side, Logan Knoll.
Nobody on the Edmond North team cares who gets the credit right now. You can tell by the way the ball is moving and by the way the people are just shooting it freely.
Delay game warning, so... Yeah, Coach, as a coach and a player, you can see it, can't you?
Yeah, you can just feel it where it's just like, I mean, Dylan Warlick's on the bench right now, and he's just supporting his teammates. And
smiling, having a good time.
Smiling. Thumbs up, body language is great. It's just, and you can tell Coach Norris, it's not easy to coach a team that's expected to win every game. Hell, he probably been favored in every game.
Yeah,
the last
you
3
worry
years.
about your kids getting satisfied.
But you can tell he's having fun coaching this team right now.
The big fella right there.
That's what makes him one of the best sophomores in the state.
When we highlight about it, he could step out and hit it. He's had a rough night here tonight, but
very versatile.
Yeah.
Well, him and Cam both, they're probably looking at 16, 17-year-old kids, and Potts and Warlick. It's a difference between 18 and under team and the 16 and under team. So
yeah, you're right. Coach Norris is directing traffic here. Going to just
Trammell just under control, getting the ball wherever they want.
Try to finish this thing up. Tipped away, Parker. Final game of day 2. Winner will play Owasso at 7. Yeah. Potts went up strong. Goodell just came in under.
That's a good call by the ref.
Yeah.
Sometimes they give the shorter guy the benefit of the doubt, and they just let the big guys get drilled. But no, that was an obvious displacement, so that was a good call there.
Goodell had a great start. He had 11 in the first quarter. coach. He's
he
now
played,
at 13.
Yeah, he played fearless to start the game. And there's a lot that Crossing will learn from this. This is obviously not their best game, but there's nothing that this game doesn't change the fact that they definitely are a team that
favored in 5A.
they expect to win every game. And that private school rule changed everything. You know, going up a class if you go to the state tournament.
Right.
You guys know about that in
Yes,
Lincoln.
sir. Yeah, our girls, if they make it back to the semifinals
You
this
going
year,
5A?
they will be 5A. And the sad thing is, our boys have to go with them.
I know.
Right.
That's
This year,
yeah.
it's
The
4.
boys are.
Boys are
competing.
3A
Yeah,
this year. Girls are 4A, and you can be uncoupled, if you will, in 4A down, but in 5A,
Yeah,
6A,
because they need the 32.
yeah, you got to stay together. And so, our girls, man, they've been 3 straight years of state tournament.
It looks like they might be heading back.
It looks like possibly headed back. And Bethany got us in the finals last year, and Bethany is, let's just say they're loaded.
Yeah.
Nice squad.
Well, it looks like Lincoln is too.
Yeah.
You said that one girl was
Yeah,
out
Audrey
at 12
Hopkins.
game.
Yep, she'll be back. And, man, we got some young'uns stepping up.
Yeah, you do.
Coach talked about it. We're extremely young.
But no, when the word came out that Crossing was going to go up,
5A.
that automatically you're like, well, now Carl Alberts definitely was deserved preseason 1 or 2 consideration. But
Isn't it amazing?
Crossing's another. I mean, they're
Carl Albert.
They got everybody back
year in and year out. So good in football and basketball. I mean,
and they don't really share that many.
Yeah.
I mean, they might share 1 or 2, but it's amazing at a 5A school how many winners they have on that campus, and in baseball too.
Sure. Look at that. Warlick over his left shoulder. Give him 21.
Boy, he's having fun.
That was sweet. Furnish up top, guarded by Keontae.
A lot of unseen hours to make those kind of shots.
Yeah, just putting in the time and when nobody else is in the gym, Coach.
Yep.
By yourself. There's the big fella. Went for another 3.
Well,
He's
that
got
box
7.
out was perfect. The ball hit the floor.
Yeah, that's as a coach, that's what you want, right?
You drill that.
Oh. Here we go. Finish it up. Under 4, halfway home in the 4th. Potts.
That's exactly what you do when somebody tries to double you. You get the ball to the middle, you attack, you slip to the big. That was another Ridgeway play. Is it Ridgeway or Ridge?
So Potts has 11 now and just getting after it.
They used to have the stat lines on the board.
I know. I'm not sure what happened
being here. I don't like it. I wish we had it so we
Yeah.
could read it. But as a coach, I always had to, like, my players would
Tell
look
your
up there
kids
and be
quit
like,
looking?
Yeah, you don't know how. Like, I got 19.
Oh,
I remember
my
one year
goodness.
we had A.J. Cockrell. He had 35 and 24 in the championship game against Owasso in a triple overtime game. And somebody told him going in the 4th, you got a chance to get 30 and 20. And he looks up.
No.
And, well, it made him rebound even harder, which
Yeah.
that wouldn't have been a thing.
part's good,
Yeah, I just
right?
don't want him to be. Yeah, you don't want him shot. Shot hunting.
I hear you. Yeah, and the fact that we have to look straight up to see the score, it makes it tough. So we do have it on a little monitor here, but just get in a habit. All right, so Crossings has cleaned out and they're content with just
looking to
finish this thing on out.
Get ready for that 3rd place game. And that third place game, it's big for momentum going into the New Year's. One thing with the districts in 5A and 6A that's changed, and you probably remember this being at Union, you always wanted to win 2 games in the tournament for seedings, for rankings. That doesn't matter anymore.
Exactly.
You can go 0-3 every tournament, and if you win all your district games, you're the 1 seed.
And you didn't have to worry about schedules after the final rankings came out, right?
I know.
Because a lot of people wouldn't schedule tougher teams in the latter part of the season because they didn't want to, so
Exactly.
or they'd play tougher ones early.
Yep. And now everything matters except tournaments. I mean, this game, what matters is learning. What matters is getting better, building the whole climb as a team. But in all actuality, this means as much as a scrimmage.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
in the grand scheme
to
of
the
things.
finished
Yeah.
product.
Right.
Now you're going to be in the record books of the TOC, and
Yeah.
the TOC is the
Yeah.
best. But all tournaments, you gain the same thing as you gain from a scrimmage.
Okay.
As far as the climb.
All right. Well put.
I say that, and now I'm going to go back on it because the game-like atmospheres, handling the officiating crowds, you can't duplicate that.
It's priceless, right? And the fact you're playing and nobody else is right now.
Right, exactly. So 50% of what I just said is true.
Hey, that's most of broadcasting, right? So, all right. How about this? They bring in a 6'10" kid, Jake Weaver. My goodness,
He's
they
a
got
junior.
some size.
Well, and that makes for great practices.
Oh, 6'10", 6'7", 6'6".
Dylan and Potts and Xavier making all those tough ones around the basket. They probably sit 42. Weaver under the basket. All you're going against him, scout team.
Yeah. Just raise your hand up, young man, like that right there. And he caused that one from Ridley to go way off the mark.
He looks like Jake Voskel out there. Staub. You remember that?
You got me there.
UConn. He was a UConn big man. That's who 42 looks like.
Look at that. Nice job by number 22. Knoll went up and got it. So we're at 2 minutes and 10 seconds to close this one out. Ball games, again, start at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I'm glad. I've been blessed that I've never had to be part of the losers bracket in this tournament. Both these teams, you got to give Crossing a lot of credit. Coach Shank's still standing up, coaching the whole 32.
Heck yeah.
He values these minutes for these guys just as much as he would.
Sure.
Same thing with Coach Norris.
Hadn't sat down. That's a sign of a great coach. Yeah, and they're barking orders. And
yeah, that is on both of them. They're just all 32 minutes matter because that's just the way it is.
How about this kid came in off the bench? He's got 4 points. Braden Buckingham, 6-foot sophomore.
Wouldn't be surprised if he gets in the first half tomorrow. You show effort like that.
Yeah.
And you're going to need guys with energy in the third place game. It's about caring and character tomorrow.
That third day. How about that? The big fella almost had a putback. 6'10", went up. Weaver tipped it back.
They got some pretty cool socks, a couple of those guys for Crossing Christian.
I noticed it yesterday. Coach, I'm so old. Those are like wigwam, I think they call it. I can't remember, but we would wear a white sock over the top of that so you could just barely see the stripes. That was a mid-'80s thing.
Like Saucony shoes.
Yeah,
with those.
I love that, man. He's bringing it back. That's old school.
Definitely.
Coach, it's been a pleasure to work with you
Doug,
right
it's
here,
been
man.
awesome. It's all.
I look forward to watching you over at the Rogers tournament.
Yeah, we got Lincoln first round.
Golly.
I'll be over there. I'll be over at Lincoln in 2 weeks.
Well,
and whenever the tournament is.
Coming up.
There's a ton of good 5A teams to scout.
4, 5, and 6. January 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, I'll be there. There's a ton of good 5A teams to scout, and I got to scout Lincoln. Got to get ready for that.
It's a great tournament.
It is.
It really is, and yell at me when you get over there.
No,
Coach.
I definitely will.
I'll be up in the crow's nest.
No, I'll come by.
Yeah, please do. But we'll put you on for sure.
That'd be great. That'd be great. No, it's been great, Doug. I'm glad Adam called me today. It's been a real treat to be able to relax and enjoy these games from this perspective, and hopefully we can earn our way back to this TOC the following year.
I bet you do. And listen, what a great final we'll have tomorrow night with Edmond North and Owasso, and then Dell and Crossings in the third place game. So
no doubt. No doubt.
That will wrap it up. The second day here at the Tournament of Champions, and Edmond North will advance to the finals, as I just said, against Owasso. We appreciate everybody that's watching here on Squirtle TV. We appreciate Adam Dieselhorse and Mick for all that he's done for this tournament.
Yeah, Mick Wilson and Squirtle. Oh, those are big. Those are great things for Oklahoma high school basketball. And we appreciate Squirtle TV and all they do, and anybody that's in social media.
Yeah.
It's really basketball in Oklahoma is only getting better because people that care like Mick and Squirtle and yourself, Doug. Appreciate you.
Hey, man, this has been fun. Appreciate everybody staying with us on this one. We'll see you tomorrow. Games start at 9 a.m. Tune in to Squirtle TV, and appreciate Quick Trip and everything they do for this tournament. That's it for me, Coach Allison. Appreciate everybody tuning in. God bless. Good night.
That was very enjoyable. You were great. Oh, you're awesome.